One consciousness needs you. The child is God's image. This is a conversation I had with Living Philosophy. He's a good guy, very smart, and really good at articulating and breaking things down. This is on Nietzsche's camel, lion, child transformation. So let's see what it says. I don't read these ahead of time on purpose. I want to be as what do you call it, organic or natural or whatever as possible. So some of the unprofessionalism might be there. That's fine. The child is God's image. Nietzsche, camel, lion, child transformation. The camel reminds me of my burden is easy, my yoke is light. It's a biblical quote, right? The camel carries the burden of training and building towards consciousness. There's a Mormon metal bar in this, and it's very much reminds me of the Tang Dynasty Zen master Seiko's An Iron Bar Without a Hole story. That they were big on weird things that just kind of made you go, what? So an iron bar without a hole, what good is that? And so the Mormons apparently have something like this too. Plus the story of the ox herder process. There's the, I don't know, it's 10 or 12, I can't remember. The point is there's the ox herder in Zen. And it's about the process, which is what this is about. What's the point of building and learning? What's the point of disciplined learning of consciousness if not to go beyond it, go beyond being an I? Move on to the lion. The lion is freedom. Freedom from what? Freedom from an I, a false I, a limiting I. It is a lie that freedom is in an I. The monk pupil asks the master what to do with the self, with the I. The master responds confused. The self? What would you want a self for? The Dalai Lama, he's not very popular right now. He's just a human, let him go. Take time to stop, I guess. I get it, you know? I mean, geez. Anyway, look, you don't get to discount, the baby for the bathwater stuff. Just roll with it. The Dalai Lama points the very same thing out as being the way to which you break the rules properly. I guess he didn't break the rules properly. I told you I'm reading this organically. Learn the rules of being an I. Become an I. That's the camel. Then I heard this from Muji. Then the I removes the I, yet somehow remains the I. I think he got that from Papa G. How much do you love the world? How much do you love this self you created? This son of yours is your ego. This is an I. To free your true essence, you must so love the world that you give it to your only begotten Son. Set free. If you want to know what it's going to take to let go of I, to stop holding on for dear life, this is how you do it. This is the battle. It takes a lion, apparently. The answer to what is it going to take is everything. This is the only true safe space. That's oneness. That's the safe space. Only the child can understand. What you allow, you transcend. Transcendence allows you to play in the kingdom, and the kingdom of heaven is found within. So when the transformation is complete, you play in the kingdom. It is in consciousness alone that we are all on a level playing field. Consciousness is what Heraclitus identified with. He's the pre-Socratic philosopher, the crying one, or standing in the river twice guy, Anyway, doesn't matter. because that is what he meant by fire. He identifies fire. Consciousness is just fire. It works. That's why the first thing, what is established first, is beingness itself, awareness. Once that is established, freedom and play become possible. Hence, I share with you, God was created in the process of creating us. A father is not a father without a son, is what that means. I mean, the father was not the father without a son. It just wasn't a concept. Beingness is still there, so forth. But the son is the image. The child is the pure archetype consciousness. Unconsciousness is unknown, or the cloud of unknowing. I forget the century. Let's go with 15, 14, 13, 16th century. European, German perhaps, the cloud of unknowing. It's about spirituality at that time. Pretty cool stuff. It's not that God is the cloud of unknowing, it's that we are. This I, this egoic thing. There is no gradation or scale for what is not known, or perhaps it is better to say not identified with. The child's very being, awareness itself, is always permanently established. What is not known is by choice, or, as Huxley said, most convenient not to know. The child cannot non-exist itself. Here is the prophet, the sage, the avatar, the Jesus, the Buddha, Tao, Sufi, etc. With this anchor and this being oneness, right? It's not just a soul, it's like this collective soul, consciousness or mind or whatever you want to call it, or Tao itself, right? With this anchor, the child is moored to the sea bottom of existence, the depth impenetrable seen, the mystery found, the abyss perceived, in its own realness, not what we would think of or conceive of as perception. Existence or awareness itself is allowed. We're freaking brilliant. Apparently, the child is God's image.